And we get to blame Skype for this. Skype kicked us out.
Oh.
Wow. I seen something go on, and I mean, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah. We were like totally talking to you, and then the next thing I know, we're like having to reconnect. So Skype really does hate us. It's because I always say mean things about Skype. I know that's what it is.
Right. You and I talked about that. Said you're just probably going to have to say nice things. So,
yes.
And she still hasn't.
I know. Oh. I love you, Skype. And they're probably listening in, so I have to play nice. I love you, Skype.
I'm sure. What I'm seeing now on the Skype thing, when you guys talk, is there's no photograph or anything. It just shows a line through a camera.
That's what it shows on our screen too.
Yeah, I have no clue. Apparently, they don't like the way we look anymore.
I'll take credit for that. I'm ugly.
Oh God. Wow, Will.
I broke the cake.
All right. You broke Skype, the entire Skype. Wow. I thought I was the only one that done crap like that.
I do it regularly.
So are you guys running your tours now, or is that a seasonal thing, or?
No, we run the tours all year round. We did put the driving tour and the ghost experience on hold until next year.
Mm-hmm.
Just so Becky has time to write her book. She procrastinates.
No, I don't.
Writing is hard.
Not at all.
You like the way she procrastinated? Not at all.
Right?
Not at all.
Well, Becky, can I ask you, how far along on the book are you on the book?
Oh. There's a killer question.
I'm doing well on it. Thank you very much.
Awesome. I'll take that answer. Yes, absolutely.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, gauging by what Will said, yes, that is an awesome answer. Thank you.
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Is Will helping you in any at all?
No.
No.
Oh, now I'm not helping you.
Well, he's not in the writing sense of things, because if you were to ask him to write anything, you'd be in trouble.
Oh.
So not in the writing format. He's helping going through pictures, picking out the pictures for the book, stuff like that. He did go buy me a new computer because my old computer crashed and I couldn't write on it. So he's helping in those forms. But when it comes to sitting down and actually like writing words, no.
No. Well, you need to teach him, add him in there. Make him get in there and help you. I
don't want to confuse you by throwing big words in the book.
Oh wow. Awesome.
You are so lucky that we don't do visual things, because we would be bleeped out all the time because of my middle finger coming up all the time.
Teresa in the chat room, she says, "Oh, Will's being sweet."
No, he's not.
It sounds like Becky's being sweeter. But that's cool. As long as you're getting your book done. That's the whole name of the game, and I can't hardly wait for it to come out, because I want to buy it and read it, and just to see what you guys, the adventures of you guys and things. So,
Oh, it's not going to be completely about our adventures, because that would be rated R.
All right.
Too much profanity.
Too many middle fingers.
Gotcha. There'll be one whole chapter on the middle finger.
Yeah, everyone on my team can vouch for that one, saying that I would be able to pull that off for sure.
So that's your favorite emoji is the middle finger, right?
Yeah.
That's her go-to when all else is lost.
When I can't think of what to say. So there might be a lot of that in the book too. No?
That's funny. That's funny. Wow. So, kind of give us a general rundown of what the book's going to be about.
It's going to basically be about several different places in Tucson. I lost count of how many I'm actually writing about. But Tucson in the general area. And, of course, they're haunted. And for the most part, I think we have personally investigated all of them except for maybe 3 that I'm writing about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all the others we have investigated. Because I know Museum of the Horse Soldiers in there, we investigated that. The Santa Rita is going to be in there, but the Santa Rita was torn down, so we didn't get to investigate that. But there's a ton of stories about it. We didn't get to investigate 2 of the buildings that are right next door to each other. The help me out, that bar.
Bumsteer?
No, not Bumsteer.
Borderlands?
No, honey. The ones
I
on
love
Fifth Avenue.
Bumsteer.
Oh,
The popsicle shop and the bar next door to it.
Shirley Winch.
Yeah, we have not been able to investigate those buildings. I'm still hoping to get in there before the final draft of the book is due in February. But other than that, we've investigated, I think, every place that I'm reading about.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Raina's in the chat room helping me out there. See, Raina knew. Why didn't you know?
Yeah, well, she was a little late on it.
Okay, certainly. Okay. What was the last thing you said, Will? What was the little No, the one after that. It was a strange name. Kind of sound. What's that?
Borderlands?
No.
Something
Just
wench.
Yeah,
Shirley Winch.
What in the heck possessed somebody to name something that?
Well, if you've ever been down on 4th Avenue, you'll find out.
No, that's almost willing to, enough for me to fly there just to see that, just to see what. I mean, really?
It's a cool looking bar. They have a room in the bar that's kind of decorated like the Haunted Mansion of Disneyland with like the old pictures, and they have like coffins, and they actually have the 2 pictures of guys shooting at each other. So it's a really cool bar, and it's apparently haunted. We didn't get to investigate it yet, so all I have is their stories. We don't have our own stories.
Apparently they miss shooting each other because they're both still standing.
Okay.
They should have called it poor aim.
Yeah. But I like to investigate the places that I'm writing about because then I have more of a personal touch to them and I can write better about them. Those 3 places that I'm writing about that we haven't investigated, I have to go off with stories, so it's not the same because I can't put my input.
So Slaughterhouse is going to be in the book, right?
Yeah.
And it's not going to be all demonic either.
No. I'm writing the truth.
No demonic.
No demons at all. Not demonic. They're pranksters, and they like to play pranks, and they're funny about it. Can't even tell you how funny they are. They flicked my recorder. Literally. I left my recorder alone in the room. They flicked it somehow and yelled, "Boo." I'm like, really? You're a ghost and you're going to yell "boo" into my recorder? That's awesome.
Right. But if I were listening to the EVP, the first thing I would do is go to Will and say, "Will, why did you do that?"
See, I would have, except for the fact that there was a camera on my recorder the entire time, so I knew he didn't get near it.
But don't worry, I get blamed for it all anyways.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way on our group. Teresa blames me for everything.
And you probably deserve it, like Will does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I like to cut up a little bit too when we're setting up equipment and that type of thing. It's kind of takes the boredom out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Right. Yeah, that's what I tell people. They keep saying, "Oh, how cool is that? You going and setting up equipment and doing this?" And I said, "Yeah, it's pretty cool until you have to set 4 hours in front of an EVP recorder and nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. You know, and they say, well, something has to happen. No, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Nothing. So why do you do it? Because I like doing it. Okay.
And when you do get something that does happen, it's awesome. But
yes,
that's like not all the time. It doesn't actually happen at the snap of a finger when you walk into a building like the shows make it out to be.
right. First night,
Yeah.
first time we done Polly Jail, it probably 2 hours went by and there wasn't a peep, you know, other than cars going by and that type of thing. And then we got 2 readings on the K2. It just kind of pegged out, and I thought everybody in the room was going to jump up and down and go yes, you know. But we ended up getting a couple of EVPs at that same point, so I think there was something there. But you know, when you stay that long in one spot and you get absolutely nothing, and then something happens, it's just what a relief, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, one of the places I'm writing about is the old Gila jail. Yeah. And that was a little bit of a drive for us. And, you know, that was on Ghost Adventures and all this stuff. And we got nothing. We were able to debunk so much. We had a couple personal experiences that I'm going to go off of, but evidence-wise, nothing. I was like, oh my gosh, how disappointing.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Let me guess. Zach was possessed twice there, right?
Probably. I didn't watch the episode.
Zach.
I didn't watch the episode, but I wouldn't doubt me. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But Will had an experience that I'll let him tell you about there, which was interesting.
I had an experience?
Yeah. When you were taking pictures for the book.
Oh!
It must not have been that exciting for him to forget about it.
Well, crap happens. I was taking pictures and I was looking through the lens and I actually saw a black shadow go across from in front of the cells. And there was nothing there, no light, nothing. And I couldn't catch it on camera because I was still waiting for it to focus.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about all that was.
And then when you and I were sitting down, I remember standing up and feeling like I had a cobweb, and you kept insisting there was no cobweb because you had been throughout that whole jail cell. Because he was like, I've been throughout this whole jail cell. If there was a cobweb, I would have ran into it because he's taller than me. So, but we were able to debunk the sounds of what sounded like the doors closing, because any floor you're on, if a door closes, it sounds like a jail cell closing on your floor. So we were able to debunk that. A lot of the windows are broken out, so if people are talking on the street, it sounds like it's in the building.
Wow.
So we were able to debunk that.
The catwalk going from the courthouse to the jail, there's 440 power lines running right there.
Yeah.
With huge EMF spikes.
So that's enough to make anyone feel uneasy.
And that the whole corridor that they said nobody likes going down, that's the
right
wall that those power lines are running right next to.
Oh.
And I'm really sensitive to high EMFs. And when we were out near the catwalk, I couldn't stay in that area for long periods of time because of the fact that it was affecting me. And it had nothing to do with the haunting. It had to do with that high EMF.
Mm-hmm.
So we were able to debunk a lot, which I will talk about in the book too. But like I said, I'm going to stay true to what we've experienced and what we do. I'll tell everyone's, side of the stories and everything. But if I've investigated, I'm going to stay true to what we found.
Sure.
So,
right.
But it is a cool jail.
Yeah, it is. And I'm hoping to go back someday, and maybe when we go back, we'll get something. But hopefully. You never know. It's not guaranteed.